told your friend you're not okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
8-year-old Sophia Mason died at least a month before her body was found decomposing in a bathtub. Sophia was subject to extreme mental, emotional, sexual, and physical abuse and severe neglect, and then murdered by her mom's boyfriend. It is a heartbreaking case of a little girl that should still be alive and safe with her grandmother. Hello, my name is Holly, and this is the Murder She Shed, the place we discuss the dead right from my she shed. No subscribe, do subscribe, I don't care. But either way, come back so you can listen to rarely heard true crime from this Southern gal. When I seen this case, I knew I had to cover it. Sophia was born on January 1st, 2014. She was bright and bubbly little girl that always had a song to sing and a dance to share. For the first 7 years of Sophia's life, she lived with her grandmother in Hayward, California, and was a happy little girl. Then in January of 2021, Sophia's mother, Samantha Johnson, re-entered the picture and took a renewed interest in raising Sophia. When asked why she suddenly wanted Sophia back, Samantha stated, "Because my boyfriend wants to meet her." This is just so disgusting. We all know why that pedophile wanted to meet Sophia. Just makes me just sick to my stomach. And this man's name is Dhante Jackson. The family states Samantha had the mental capacity of about 10-year-old and was a prostitute. She also had a fans-only site. Apparently, CPS thought she belonged with her mother. Anyway, Samantha previously told authorities that Sophia had been made to stay in a metal shed in their backyard as punishment and also a closet. She also admitted to disciplining her child on her own, including burning Sophia's legs with a hot spoon and choking her on at least one occasion. She also would hit her and covered her mouth to subdue her screams. Sophia had also been malnourished. The county further learned that Sophia had multiple bruises on her arms, torso, and thigh, and that she had not been to school in weeks. In weeks, guys. She was taken out of school, I guess, to hide the abuse. That's what happens with a lot of these kids. They pull them out because they have so many bruises and cuts and everything. They don't want them in school. When social workers interviewed Sophia, she confirmed that her mother had grabbed her neck while mad at her and had covered her mouth. Samantha's sister, Emerald, tried to gain legal custody of Sophia by filing a report with Alameda County CPS. CPS met with Samantha and Sophia in a park in Hayward. It was the first time Sophia had been seen since she was taken. Her legs were filled with bruises and scabs. Sophia said, "They are hitting me with a belt buckle." The meeting in the park concluded with Sophia staying with her mother. Samantha Johnson also previously told investigators that she removed Sophia from the shed on February 10th because the girl had feces all over her and needed to take a shower. I guess after she'd taken a shower, disgusting Jackson went in the bathroom with her, and Samantha said she heard a loud thud in the bathroom. Who knows what that sickening monster was doing to her, but she heard this loud thud, and Jackson said the girl wanted to be left alone after that. The next day, Samantha Johnson assumed Sophia ran away because the back sliding door was open. She did not ask authorities for help looking for her. Jackson allegedly told Samantha that Sophia does not want to be with you and does not want to be your daughter anymore. Samantha searched for Sophia for 2 weeks, but then stopped. She thought, well, she don't want to see me anymore, so I guess she stopped. Samantha told authorities Jackson was sexually and physically abusing Sophia. She reportedly gave Jackson permission to discipline Sophia. It blows my mind when a mom knows this, but doesn't care. Why does the state always assume that the child is best kept with her mother? I'll never understand that. They think it's her mother, so she should be, or he or she, any child should be with their mother. Some cases that is very untrue. I don't understand why they always assume that is best. When the little girl had lived 7 years with her grandmother and was happy during that time, but then she's appearing with all these bruises, these cuts, and never had them in her life. And then suddenly, after 7 years, this is happening when she's returned to her mother. Hey, you got eyes, you can see. Open them up. Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. Just the whole thing aggravates me. Sophia was reported missing on March 8th after her grandmother received a disturbing phone call from Samantha, who said she was planning to visit the grandmother without Sophia. When the grandmother asked about Sophia's whereabouts, Samantha said, I got rid of her. I was tired of her. Samantha stated it will just be you and me like it used to be, like it always should have been. Samantha was arrested on an old charge of child abuse. So after she is arrested, she led the investigators to search Jackson's home, which I think's odd because she said she looked for the child. She couldn't find the child. So she told them to search his home, but she didn't know the whereabouts when the whole time Sophia was laying in that bathtub. Just all kind of fishy to me. So they did get a search warrant and they found Sophia's decomposing body in that bathtub. Jackson had already went on the run when he realized authorities were coming for him. I guess he was still living there with her decaying body. I'm unsure. She was so decomposed at the time that they found her that even after the coroner did their exams and their forensic pathology, all that the family received back were some bones because this beautiful little girl had been left to rot in a bathtub inside of a locked bathroom for a month. I'm not sure if they will be able to see all the injuries that led to her death if her body was so badly decomposed. 3 women, Deborah Johnson, Lerona Larkins, and Mariah Gonzalez, helped Jackson hide from police. So he had the help of several female acquaintances during the investigation. They learned that several of these females had assisted Jackson by providing him with money, shelter, and transportation. How could these women help this monster? Jackson was apprehended outside of Newkirk residence on September 10th. The 3 women are facing charges of accessory to murder after the fact, and they should. The arrest capped a sprawling manhunt that included obtaining more than 20 search warrants, often for cell phone information, and spending hundreds of hours sifting through forensic data. As the manhunt for Jackson stretched on, the lead police detective who investigated Sophia's death put off retirement. The manhunt lasted a little over 6 months, but they finally caught their monster. Honestly, not sure how juries are picked in these cases against children because I'm just going to say it. I couldn't be fair. I would want the same abuses done to them that they had done to the child. I hope they Tyson Tough his butt in prison several times a day. The county of Alameda received 7 emergency hotline referrals between January of 2021 and Sophia's death just 14 months later. It did not even bother investigating 5 of those referrals and simply evaluated them out. At one point, a teacher and a social worker reported grave concerns over what they considered signs of abuse. CPS told authorities all the claims were unfounded, even Sophia's. Why can't CPS ever listen to the child when she said she wanted to go back with her grandmother? Why wasn't that taken into consideration? Sophia's grandmother, Sylvia Johnson, last week filed a wrongful death legal claim against Alameda County, alleging the Department of Child and Family Services didn't do enough to protect Sophia. This is a horrible ending to a beautiful little girl's life that had such potential. I pray for the family and friends of Sophia's and that they receive some justice, but I know it will never be enough. I try to tell crimes that get forgotten or don't receive the attention that they deserve. I want to get those victims' names and faces out there. I believe that those victims' stories need to be told too. Hope everyone is having a great week, and thanks to all my subscribers. I love y'all, and although probably not any bloopers this time, I will let Simon tell y'all bye. Simon tells y'all bye. He loves y'all, and he hopes y'all have a great week. See how big a beautiful boy he is? He's a big old beautiful, my lovey boy. He's got lots of energy, more than Mama has, though. Alright, bye, I love y'all.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the